Alrighty, tidy guys. I think we're live. Morning, morning, morning. I'm looking at IEA right now. It looks like a lead gapper that might be kind of interesting. 20 million float, USA energy and construction company with a 77 million solar contract in Texas. Mind you, this is a $80 million company, so this is a pretty big contract. Seeing if this $5 area holds, I might actually jump on this pre-market. Looking at MYOS as well. Looks like it's a little bit maybe on the backside of the move. It's hard to say. It's a bit of a weird day overall. For a Wednesday, which is usually statistically a pretty hot day, I'm really not a big fan of any of the lead gappers, to be honest. So let's just be very mindful today of what's going on. Again, 4.75 might be some really big support, so I probably would buy a dip in this area. Just kind of watching this one here. Texas, yeah. I really want to, be focused on only gappers over 30%. So it looks like we might look at some at 20% gapping up. ARPO also not really doing too much. So this first pullback here was 16%. That was kind of aggressive. I'm not sure if we're going to get a second kind of pullback to that level, but about I could easily see this going, being like a 23% pullback or so. Yeah, you still got those sellers in there, kind of popping up 200 at 513. Looks like we might break the $5 here any second. 490. Going quite quickly into the 80s, 480s. This could be a reversal zone. Yeah, already a lot of support coming in here. Woo, there you go. There's the sell order again. Getting chipped into the 80s. I was looking for a little bit bigger of a pullback than that. 4% up from that low. Don't really see a reason why I'd want to jump on this one too soon. I gotta say, AEI might actually be the best lead gapper. It's holding its highs. It's not a recent runner in terms of like last week or the week before, like MYOS. It's had a pretty big move so far, but it broke key $4 resistance, so that's a good sign. It just has a lot of selling volume so far pre-market. There's definitely a few reasons to be a little bit more cautious on IEA. Yeah, looks like it pulled back and found some support pretty quickly here. In like 82. I was expecting this to at least go into the 70s. This is a pretty bullish sign. Maybe we'll end up trading this one. If we could break 6.5 or so, this might have a nice little run into the 7 territory. A lot of resistance on this thing. Doesn't really have super clear skies, but yeah, a break of 6, we might see this thing go quickly to 650, and then after 650, maybe even break into the 7s. Having issues watching. Let me quickly check here. It says I have good connection. Is the volume low or what's the issue? Microphone looks good. Yeah, let me know what the issue is and maybe I can diagnose the problem a little bit better. So it looks like 3 people already said they're having issues. Everything looks okay on my end though. Not totally sure what to fix. The problem is with mobile. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't think really watching this stream on mobile really makes any sense. Unless you just want the audio, but the screen's going to be way too small. Okay, so IEA picking up. Spirit Pro. All right, I'll take it. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping while we're watching IEA. I might jump into IEA any second, so just keep that in mind. First of all, guys, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the stream where we first review the watch list and then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone is, feeling good, feeling relaxed, ready to go on this Wednesday. This is a good time to reflect a little bit, be, grateful how lucky we are to be able to trade. I don't know if you guys know, but in Lebanon, that huge explosion that happened, that is insane. I was just shocked when I heard about that. That's just super awful. If you guys have any friends or anything out there, just, feel free to, just reach out and, see what they're up to. That's honestly the craziest thing, but we'll see how that plays out. Anyway, guys, let's kind of keep focused here. Today is Wednesday. It's the 5th of August. It's 21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got another 9 minutes till the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up the stream usually around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Quick reminder for all that's new, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. My trades are quick, not meant to be followed. Always know why you're entering and exiting a stock, and always know what your targets are, especially your stops. If you don't know what to trade, don't trade. It's that simple. You don't have to trade anything. Sometimes the best position is cash. This community is a place for us to help each other. Please do not spam or you'll be put in timeout or kicked by me or one of the mods. Check out the video description below for some FAQs, and let's get back to the watch list here. Again, I'm watching IEA and I'm watching MYOS, and I was watching ARPO, but I don't know, it's not really doing too much. I like the fact that IEA is finding a bit of a base here. This could be a bit of a double bottom, but again, I could also see this kind of cracking here. It's tough. It's really, really tough to say what's going to happen with IEA. Yeah, Jose, absolutely insane. We'll see. Oh man, you know what? I almost totally forgot. This morning I did a ridiculous amount of trades. 8 trades this morning on IMV, like a freaking crazy person. This was one of our lead gappers on the day, but it kept on selling off. And I was up almost $200 on this one, just taking some nice base hits, bottom bounces, pretty simple stuff. I was a little bit all over the place. In this last trade right here, I gave back almost all my profits. And then, yeah, IMV, talk about over trading. This was an absolute disaster. I pretty much could have just left this one go. But we won't be talking about IMV today. I don't believe. It seems to be selling off quite a bit. So I think IMV might be dead here. Okay, so IEA looks like it found a bit of a double bottom. So this is looking healthy. Again, I'm waiting for a crack above VWAP. This is looking pretty strong here. I probably should have even went with this order. I already thought like I should. So yeah, sometimes you got to stick to your gut. So it looks like $5. We're back above $5. This is looking pretty strong. It definitely needs volume, but I think honestly IEA is still one of the lead gappers because everything else is just looking really bad. Quickly reviewing MYOS while we're just kind of waiting for IEA to perform a little bit. MYOS 5.5 million float. US drug manufacturer, and they had earnings. They had expenses decline 26% and income increase 114%. So that's pretty good news. Oh, but long-term wise on the daily, this thing always fails to break higher, and it had a recent gap here. I'm sure there's tons of back holders happy to get out of MYOS. So I probably won't be trading this more than some sort of red to green move out of the gates. Again, very, very cautious on MYOS. And then ARPO, also not really too excited about this one. 33 million float, kind of high. US Biotech, second clinical trial, evaluation drug coronavirus. I don't know. Like the problem I have with this one is the fact that, you know, it pulled back 47% from the pre-market highs. It's really having issues here at 2. It was a recent runner as well. I don't know. It's maybe here at this 1.6 zone could see some really big support. So, you know, possible red to green on ARPO. Where is it? ARPO. I'll put like 1.6 down here as a possible red to green. So if this thing kept pulling off, could be a really good buy. I'm gonna put this on day. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how this thing opens up. I definitely want to kind of keep an eye on it. There should definitely be some decent support here. Just gonna have some limit orders ready to go on this one. Again, I'm not really sure if we're gonna dip this far. That would be a pretty aggressive dip, but anything's really possible. So let's just quickly move this to 62 and then just kind of see here what's going on again with IEA pulled back off. Wow, MYOS just popped back higher again. Let's kind of interesting stuff here. I really think IEA could be a huge move out of the gates. So I'm going to probably keep my closest eye on this one, IEA. We know that 4.5 just tends to be a really big support and resistance zone. We also know that $4 is a huge zone. So let's just be alert, guys. A lot to focus on. Yeah, MYOS is absolutely ripping right now. Core is all about MYOS. Whew! All right, guys, we got another 3 minutes here till the market opens. Make sure you have those limit orders ready to go. Make sure you remove good till cancel. Somebody pointed that out yesterday in the chat room. I saw that. Really good thing to kind of remind yourself, or else you're going to be tripping over your stops, and it's not a fun place to be. MYOS, nice 9-minute EMA pullback right now. This could be a phenomenal entry if it holds the highs. So let's see what happens. IEA selling off here. Looks like this was the 9-minute EMA dip I was just talking about. Looking for this to have probably a continuation, but who knows? I don't think I'm going to be trading it at the moment. Wow, look at IEA falling off a cliff here. Huge dip on IEA. Hold on, did some news come out about this? This is really sketchy. That was like a 20% move from that last spike. Wow, guys, we are seeing some really weird stuff today. I don't know why this one dipped so much. Got another minute, 10 seconds here. Big bounce off of $4 most likely. That was absolutely insane. So I was thinking about buying IEA out of the gates around, you know, in a dip of 4.7 or so. So there goes that idea. Woo! Oh man, Tan, hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know if IEA is screwed. I really, that was weird. We'll see how this one holds out of the gates, but you know, now it's given back 30% pre-market, so another red flag, guys. Really watch out. Another 20 seconds here. Remember, cautious with this share size out of the gates. That was a big sell-off though, making me a little bit uncomfortable, I gotta say. $4 is huge support. Good luck, everyone. Wouldn't be surprised if this thing just ripped on up out of here. MYOS hits 288. Quickly pulled back. Let's see if it continues. Might start selling off here. Looks like it is selling off. ARPO at 178. VWAP on MYOS at 2.5. So that could be a bounce zone. ARPO was very thickly traded this pre-market. IEA, just, you know, kind of 4.4. So it looks like that $4 was a support zone. VBIV at below 5. I would have definitely bought IEA out of the gates, but not with that kind of pre-market dip. So this might be a miss setup for me. Looks like everyone's having streaming issues right now, guys. I apologize for that. I really don't know why. It's saying that everything is totally fine on my end. Stream's healthy. Really, really apologize. Don't know what it could be. Wow, MYOS selling off again here at 2.4. Really, really aggressive sell-off so far. 15% from the high at 288. I could see this having some support maybe in the 2.2s, maybe 2.3. But right now, VWAP should act as some sort of support. I think it's a YouTube problem. Interesting. I'm not even really sure what to say about this. ARPO is still pulling off here. Hopefully the streaming issues will correct themselves at one point. Big sell-off so far with ARPO, but probably not enough as I would expect. MYOS also selling off. MYOS just went into the 30s, low 30s. Possible bounce here on ARPO. This could be a red to green. We went down to 168. Again, a little bit too low of a bounce for me to get long on this one, so I didn't enter this one. Was expecting a bigger sell-off. We do have a bit of a double bottom around 170, so it could just be having a really solid double bottom. That was about 168. But IEA is at 4.5. Interesting. Oh man, dude, today's just sell-off frenzy. MYOS pulling back again here at 230. Let's see if ARPO can break above that EMA. I'm a little bit skeptical at the moment. IEA, one of my favorite lead gappers for today, really is acting super strange. That's the reason I did not trade it out of the gates. All right, so right now our scanners are updating. MYOS still pulling off here. Absolutely insane kind of sell momentum we're seeing here across the board. Markets are fairly green. So it looks like just the small caps are being obliterated. Literally. This is insane. If MYOS goes in the 20s, I might consider buying a position there. Nothing right now would be a full position size. I would rather wait for the markets to calm down a little bit. Today is definitely just not one of those days you want to just jump on stuff blindly, I think. Bitcoin's up almost 4%. US oil is also up. Probably because of tensions in the Middle East. MYOS putting in some sort of a bottom here at 233. Gotcha, Corey. Thanks for the share. Watching ARPO, looking for this one to maybe even crack 160s. This could be a double bottom here, but I kind of feel like we might go a little bit lower. MYOS had a bounce off of 2.3, so it looks like it did find a little bit of support. Let's see where it can go from here. Everything just feels a little bit crazy right now. Here goes MYOS selling off again. So ARPO went into 167. Again, not fully convinced about this. MYOS sold off, hit 127, 167, and 127. My scanners are not loading right now. It's a little slow right now, what we're seeing here. ARPO might break the 9-minute EMA right now. It looks like it's kind of gaining some momentum. 171. Oh yeah, 173. Here it goes. This could be a pretty sweet move. 5% so far. So it looks like it had a decent double bottom. I was kind of expecting this one to crash a little bit. It never really sold off that much. It sold off about 7% from the market open. That's okay. It's not like mind-blowing, but it's okay. $175 looks like it could be getting chipped away here. Looking for some sort of base to be put in on MYOS. Would like to enter this one at one point. It really looks like that base so far is around 2.3. Last few days have been pretty weird in the markets, but we've had some really nice green days. We even had a $600 green day on Monday, which is biggest profits trading with these with the day trading account. Yeah, it's an interesting call with Mara for sure. WLL, yep, the oil and gas exploration company. So it looks like MYOS and ARPO are both reversing right now. I missed both of the reversal entries, and I'm not going to chase right now. I was a little bit too conservative. Both of them I was waiting for one more little touch of a pullback, which was just a little bit too conservative, I suppose. So missed those. Thanks, Corey. Ooh, ARPO. Look at a quick pullback back to 1.7. Look at that. MYOS, huge flush here. Touched VWAP and just absolutely got destroyed. Oh my lord. Woo! Into the 123s. That was a 10% dip right there. Hopefully you guys were able to avoid that. Don't want to chase these tickers that are so sketchy today. Just doesn't make sense. I don't get why my scanner's not updating. This is really unusual. My TOS is just beyond slow today. I really don't like that. It's annoying. MYOS still selling off here. Could be an entry into the teens. Not gonna try for an early entry. We're just gonna watch this one, see what it does. We were talking about the teens though before. This is nothing new. This is what we were expecting. Big support at around 215, 216. Sellers are still playing on waiting for an ARPO entry. I like that it's holding this kind of 1.7 base. Possible entry on ARPO coming up. Maybe we can do one fill at 169. Let's see what happens here. 170 possibly getting chipped away. We'll do a second entry. Looks like there was just a bit of a flush here on ARPO. 165 finding some support. Don't see any bad news. Small position size. 1,500. Probably won't go more than this. I gotta say, I had the right idea on this one. I had my orders in the right spot, and looks like I chased this one looking for an early entry, and that was gonna, looks like it's costing me now a little bit here. A lot of sell volume on this. Possible reversal in the 163s. About a $2,500 position size, nothing too crazy. First entry at 69, second entry at 63. A little bit unfortunate because I had the right limit orders and then I removed them because it looked like this price was going to hold, and yeah, a bit of a mistake there on my end. Got to be careful, guys. ARPO, got to be really, really careful. This thing already sold off a lot pre-market, so I don't really expect too much out of this one. Let's see if we can get some sort of reversal here. 162, finding some buyers. Might be able to close this for a break even. Let's see what happens here. S 363. Looking for ARPO to break past this 165 zone and then maybe even approach the 9-minute EMA, which would be roughly at 168. Might have a chance of cracking that. I would not be surprised if it did crack it. Watching this one closely. Let's see if we can break through the EMA. That's again what I'm looking for on this one. 166, getting chipped away a little bit. Need a little bit more pressure. All right, I closed out of this position. Didn't look like it was going to hold, so I took a small loss on this one. Was watching MYOS the whole time. 217 looks like the place it got down to. 215. Interesting stuff. IEA, I see you guys calling it out. My scanners are not working. It's really, really obnoxious. No idea why they're not working. Yeah, IEA, man, we called it out. This was going to be the best lead gapper on the day. This flush right here, I really lost total trust in it. Sweet move, though. Congrats to anyone that got in on this, guys. Really, really nice stuff. Little reminder here, 20 million float, U.S. Energy Construction Company, 77 million solar contract from Texas. That's a really big contract for the fact of these guys' market cap. So this is looking pretty good, but you know, it was acting really, really shaky. So just keep that in mind. This is a bit of a weird mover for sure. Why are my scanners not working? Hold on. I'm watching MYOS and ARPO still. IEA, I'm a little bit nervous on a flush after that hold. Don't really trust it anymore. Possible secondary entry on ARPO around 1.6. Big support there. Would at least look for a second attempt for a break of the 9-minute EMA on ARPO. There we go. Looking for ARPO to have somewhat of a double bottom here. Sized back up. A little better risk reward this time. First entry at 1.6, second entry at 1.61. Still selling off here, 160. A bit of a green red setup here on ARPO. Looking for that break back above 160. A little bit slow here. A lot of sellers still on this one. Looks like 160. Buyers are coming back in on this one. Looking for that reversal back above the 9-minute EMA again. Got to be careful with this one. MYOS still watching it very closely. So many sellers on ARPO. Totally losing trust in this one. I'm going to close out of this one again for a scratch. I just don't trust it. I wanted 163 to really break through much quicker. I'm scared that it's going to flush to the downside and I'm going to be down 5-10% in a really, really short period of time. So I closed this one again. Just not getting any of the classic setups today, guys. Just be careful. MYOS is still actually the lead gapper on the day. MARA, big dollar volume on this one as well. Such a weird day today. ARPO, third lead gapper on the day. Looks like ARPO, yeah, it's not going to break that 9-minute EMA. I'm still watching this one for a possible rebuy. MYOS, I missed this one so many times because I was too focused on ARPO. IEA, bit of kind of what I was nervous about, this flush after the halt. So that looks like that happened. Yeah, guys, really, really weird. Remember, sometimes the best position is cash. There's no need to force any trade. So when that trade was no longer working out, I just closed my position, walked away. It's a weird, shaky day. Just keep that in mind from the get-go, and then you're going to save yourself a lot of pain. MYOS always looking really interesting, has a lot of these nice little bounces. I'll probably be a little bit more focused in it right now because it's having these really sweet little base hits that we could be doing all the time. I'll be right back. I need to stretch my eyes. Looks like ARPO might just be having that turnaround here. What a flushy kind of day. Stretch the eyes, yeah. Man, I also did a bathroom break, but it's Just walking around the screen a little bit feels really good. Remember, I'm trading since 6:45 is when I started looking at the charts, and then since I'm in Berlin right now, my time zone is way later. Jared, I think the SpaceX news and the chart have a really big disconnect at the moment. It already had its exponential run, and right now I think it's mostly pure technical moves on SPCE. Man, I've been tripping over myself all day today, huh? It's been a pretty tough day so far. MYOS having a bit of a reversal here. Mara actually had a really nice snap through VWAP. I gotta say, this is pretty impressive. I don't really like trading these overextended stocks, so I probably will let Mara kind of slip away. Also doesn't do the biggest moves, but at the same time, you know, they're consistent. These breaks above VWAP are really nice. So congrats to anyone trading MARA. Nice bounce off the $4. Big red to green move there. Can't believe it's 9:56, and so far we're just not seeing any really nice setups. IEA, guys, pulling back to $4. This is a pretty key support and resistance zone. Might even go right on the day any second here. Looks like 23 found some support, up 4% already. Would probably consider buying some support in this area, as we did have that major bounce here. But let's see. Last low is at 23. Bottom the 20. About $2,000 on this one. Smaller size because of the way this one's been moving. Got to manage your risk somehow. AIE looking for at least a test of the 9-minute. That'll be in the high 30s, maybe mid 40s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 red candles in a row. Third 5-minute red candle in a row. Still having some troubles in this area. Let's see if I can take some profits here. I'm going to take some profits on this one. I don't really trust how this one's moving. I don't really want to, you know, I'll take a small little base hit on it. Small size, nothing too crazy on it. Could have probably walked away with a bit better play on it, but it is what it is. MYOS making a bit of a reversal here. Man, we're really struggling right now. I feel like I'm just spinning wheels at this moment. Good thing we're not paying commission. Else I'd be red on the day. IE A quick second pullback here. This is probably going to be a bit of a second double bottom, but let's see what happens. 316. Woo-wee! Good thing we got out of that one. That was a really sketchy setup. Let's see, 412. This should be a decent little bounce here in this area. I missed that entry there at 410. I'd probably be taking profits, quick 3%. Corey, I totally feel you, man. It's been there's no reason. Stream just dropped again. This whole time I have not getting any stream errors, guys. I really apologize. It doesn't look like there's anything I can do. Ah, got you, Jared. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll see. Abdul says stream is good. Man, such an unusual day. MYOS still selling off here. Could be a good dip buy in the twos again. ARPO had somewhat of a triple bottom in this area. I'm going to see if it dips below this kind of 1.7 zone. Well, my alert, I made it too high. It's going to go off right now. Kind of want to keep an eye on IEA. Man, IEA is just looking so sketchy. Looks like that 4 came in as support, but it's still looking really weak in this area. If $4 breaks with low volume, I'd probably consider entering this one. Nice bounce here on ARPO. Here we go. IEA broke. Well, actually, no, it didn't. It looks like it might break 4. IEA maybe breaking 4 here. Can it do it? Can it do it? Gets so close. So close. Jared. Yeah, I believe it. IEA, guys, might break $4 right now. Oh, that was so close. Woo! Maybe now? Nope. No, that was several attempts just now. Looks like support's back on it. I still wouldn't be entering until it really, really cracked, most likely. Doesn't look like it's going to crack, though. Ah, John, sorry to hear, man. What happened? This is a tough day. Yeah, pre-market on some of the tickers was okay, but usually was very short-lived. There'd be like a 10-minute run-up, and you got to get aggressive quickly. And that was really the way to trade today. It just seems like. A little bit skeptical with ARPO. If it had one more dip in this area, I'd probably be jumping on it. But again, I don't know. I feel like today is really just a day of buying dips. It kind of has been for the last 3 weeks or so. I feel like we've done more dip buying than anything else. IEA found support at 4 back at like 4.9. DBVT, ooh, their ticker already sounds like a nightmare. IEA, guys, breaking. Watch it closely. Breaking 4. Looking for a first fill here at 397. Very low volume. Was hoping that break would be a little bit stronger. Maybe we'll get another dip here in a second. Going back to MYOS, looks like it found some new support at 2, but yeah, every time you trade this one, you want to take profits quickie. Yeah, AMD, I'd be scared buying it in these areas. Yeah, ARPO definitely trying Eugene. Michael's gonna buy AMD and turn it around. Guys, what an absolute disaster of a morning for a Wednesday. One thing we might want to keep in mind is if the morning is this bad on a Wednesday, we might have a phenomenal late morning or really good afternoon session today. So MYOS, so overall, I would probably consider doing some afternoon trading today. Unfortunately, I might have some other plans, so I don't know if I'm going to get it in, but I think based on what we're seeing, it could be pretty good. Always these slow mornings tend to have much better evenings or much better afternoons. Anyone thinking about wrapping up early? Yeah, Shrikant, if you're gonna wrap up any day early, this probably wouldn't be the worst one. That's a good idea. Yeah, exactly, Mush. That's a bit my problem with the afternoon trading. That's why I only trade mornings. It just gets too late, And especially if you're working all AM, like if you woke up late, then it would be fine. But if you woke up early, then it's just, your eyes start rolling out of your head and it's a giant mess and you're messing up your whole entire living pattern. It's not good. Yeah, I'm watching for reversals on all sorts of tickers right now. I think I think just cleaning up some base hits, some like 2-3% moves on some dips might be the best way to trade today. The problem is, if you're not using big size, it's really not even worth it. And then you still have the potential to get stuck in a flush or something like that. So all around, it's just a little bit danger zone out there. Any suggestions how to get into these trades one day before? I don't know. Probably watching former runners and just waiting for them to kind of bottom out, and then maybe see if you could catch some sort of reversals on it, and then just stopping out if it keeps pulling back, and then try it again. But it's a slippery slope. It's a tough. I know several small cap momentum traders that talk about those experiences where they're like, okay, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to start trying to kind of predict reversals on the daily, and all of a sudden, like, you'll have 2 months of no successes. So it's not as reliable, but it's a fun thing to do on the side, and I do it on the side as well sometimes. But I think day trading the momentum is really where you can make consistent income. Yeah, for sure. IEA looks like it's trying to break higher here. God, man, all these tickers are playing with my mind. It's like a lot of the moves I want are somehow working out, but I'm missing them. I'm always a little bit late. MARA finding some support here at 4.3. I'm not sure if it's going to bounce. Again, a little bit overextended. And it looks like 2 days ago we had an engulfing candle. So this thing's really, really having issues today doing much. Volume falling off a cliff too on MARA. Watch out. You halted. Let me go check this one out. Halted on the way down. Again, extended multi-day runner. I'm not buying it in these zones. No way. Good call though. Interesting to look at. Could see some really good support. Somewhere in like 3.3, 3.4 zone out of the halt. This thing's going to get unhalted at 10:15 in 14 seconds roughly. Are you talking about this tiny green candle? It's more of a gray candle, right? Man, today has just been a nightmare for gap and go trading. Buying breakouts today would have been so dangerous. There was a few good moves today, though. I gotta say, there was a very small handful of like really interesting setups. 1.2 red to green on WLL. That's an example of one, but getting that at the right time would have been tough. IEA and MYOS look very similar. What do I think about PRTS? I don't see it on our scanners, so PRTS, let me quickly just look at it. Carparts.com Incorporated. Oh my God. I have no idea what I think about this one. I have no idea why it's up. Must be up on some fundamental amazingness. Sell up to 2 million shares of common stock. Looks like they're taking advantage of the high stock price. That might really kill this momentum right here. I mean, congrats if you've been holding it. I honestly, it's better if I don't comment on it because I would probably be taking profits, and who knows, maybe it's going to continue running. I have no idea. No thoughts on it at all. That was a huge run. Could keep going. Oftentimes, what I look for is a big crack of momentum. So far, it doesn't really have that crack of momentum. So maybe it is worth the hold. But again, it's so hard to say. Here we go. IEA really trying. It's trying to give everything it has. The fact that IEA sold off so much with a $77 million solar contract, 20 million float, I kind of feel like there's something going on. Maybe there's some warrants we didn't see or something else. I don't really like what I'm seeing on it. Look at ARPO constantly selling off as well. Very slow mover. PIRGF. Ooh, IEA guys just dipped here a little bit, back to $4. PIRGF has no volume. I would not be looking at it for day trading. For swing trading, it's hard for me to say because I don't know anything about this company. OTC, ooh, usually a bit of a red flag. I wonder why they're OTC actually. For a $2 stock, it should not be OTC, I feel like. Maybe they were delisted recently, and then they did a reverse split. I don't know. Let's see. What does the F at the end of the ticker mean again? Forgot. So F is a foreign company. Hold on. PIRGF. PIRGF. I forgot. Did about 10 trades. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear. I was looking at that too, looking for a possible entry, but a big reason I did not enter IEA is the fact that it sold off so aggressively pre-market. It was a red flag for me, and that's why I usually don't enter those anymore. ARPO might break 1.5. If I'm going to trade anything pulling off so much pre-market, it's usually only on a bigger dip and then very scalpy, taking profits on the move back up. IPDN, nice move. Here we go. ARPO, about 1.48. IEA back at it again for a second to 10. Kind of sketchy. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be stumbling over myself. I would have to look a bit more into this PIRF ticker. Basically, it just means foreign issued. Here's a quick little guide though on it. Probably worth looking at and reading. IPDN. Today we're getting the weirdest movers, probably just because people are really, not sure what to trade. This could be at the end of the move. So far, so good on this one. Had a nice little breakout pullback, breakout pullback, breakout pullback. Let's see if this is a bit of a move here. Maybe a retest back to 1.6. Quick little tap on the 9-minute. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of risk on this. IPDN, we've traded before. Clearly not with this account, but we've definitely traded it before. Yeah, fair enough. Unless there's some new shares that were entered into the market, then this could also still be a big move for IPDN. Honestly, MYOS has some volume coming back and it might be interesting. SRNE. No, I'm not fasting any more, Spirit. Yeah, this one actually had a huge amount of volume out of the gates, but really dying at the moment. I don't really trade sub dollar because they're sporadic moves. They're a little bit more tricky to day trade. I'm always trying to get ready for what I'm going to be trading with a bit bigger size. So I'm basically just conditioning myself and not trying to trade stuff I wouldn't be able to trade with bigger size. Not saying you can't trade sub dollar with bigger size, but it's just a little bit less consistent. Other platforms, I don't know, just try out as many as you can and then see which ones are your favorite. I honestly think TD Ameritrade though is one of the best free platforms. There's no reason to go to something else if you could probably just use TOS or maybe like E-Trade or Fidelity or something like that. Jose, yeah, that's always a good one. Interactive Brokers from Spirit Pro. Look at MYOS selling off again here at 2. IEA selling off as well. I have yet to trade MYOS actually. It's kind of surprising I didn't trade this one yet. It's 1024. IEA back below $4. It doesn't look good for IEA. We're actually down about 33% from pre-market highs now on IEA. That's a huge amount. IEA went down to 395. I wonder if it's going to go down to that area before. Maybe it was like more 396. It's really hard to tell in my chart. Yeah, we could look at OPTI, but I think we did look at it and didn't have a lot of volume in terms of kind of selling off sub-dollar. Was that like 17 cents or something? MYOS found support at 206. IEA could be bouncing here. Such low amount of volume on this dip. But I don't really feel comfortable entering it yet. It just broke a pretty key support zone. It just has such low volume that could actually be still a good entry. Kind of seems like an IEA 270 is a pretty critical zone. What a sell-off this one has. I don't really see a reason to enter this one just yet. But maybe if we go into the 270s, I would consider trading it. I don't know. Honestly, it'd probably be better just to not trade anything anymore. Wow, today was a bit of a letdown kind of day. Sweet move on IPDN. Looks like we found that support at 155, ran up another 20%. Huge stuff on this one. Congrats to anyone that got that move back higher. Really nice 9-minute EMA test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 big old 5-minute candles in a row. Huge move. Really, really nice stuff on this one. I'm not that aggressive as a breakout trader, but this one was pretty nice. So congrats to anyone that got this. Looks like it might have just had a blow off top. Let's see. Huge buy volume. Intel had a really nice move back to 50. Wow, look at that. 2.2. Insane. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah. You know, oftentimes when it's a slow morning, nothing's really working out. You'll get something like IPDN that just shoots through. So yeah, I should have been a bit more conscious to that and focused. How quickly support becomes resistance. Yeah, John, that's super true. Is that what happened, Ian? It really looks like IPDN is This is a huge move. I really couldn't buy it in this area. I don't know. Let me know what you guys do. OPTI, let's check this one out. Yeah, again, like we were talking about before, you know, $16, $17 range. I probably wouldn't be trading this one just because it's sub dollar. Had a pretty solid pullback here to this 9-minute EMA and had a nice little bounce off of it. I don't really like the fact that it's super overextended for day trading and just doesn't have a lot of volume day trading, but actually it has pretty decent volume. Take that back. Yeah, I'm just a little biased with these sub dollar ones. It's really hard to get a proper read on them. I mean, this thing will never go back probably above 20 cents. And now it's pretty close to that. And the reason for that is these are all new shares being dumped into the market. Just horrible stuff. OTC. Yeah. MYOS, guys, trying here. Watch out for a big flush on this one, but let's see if you can break back above VWAP. That might be the goal here on MYOS. Mara had a hard time holding support, did one bounce off of it. Yeah, Jose, I mean, there wasn't a lot for me to say about it. I just typically just avoid those tickers. ARPO made a interesting little bounce here again. Sweet little pullback here on MYOS. I did not get this one, although I was really thinking that this might be something I'd want to trade. Yeah, fair enough. IZEA partner with Microsoft. Why are they not on my scanner list? What price they're at? Ah, Steven, man. Sorry. Yeah, today has been one of those days where you just gotta, if you have any profits, you just gotta take them. It's been such a whack kind of setup. Still selling off too. 10:35, guys. Looks like IPDN might be on the backside of a move now. Might be a nice snag around 1.8. We have this kind of critical support zone in this area for sure. I think if 1.8 cracks, and even I would probably argue, what I would be looking for honestly is a break of VWAP on this one, and then buying on the dip of VWAP. Maybe get a quick little reversal on that. Curly, yeah, I've done options trading in the past, a long time ago, just for fun. Yeah, it's good fun. Calm down when your internet crashes mid-trade. That is stressful. BNGO. That's just a ticker that just constantly is back on the watch list, huh? Yeah, I really feel like, forcing it today, trying to squeeze out some trade isn't probably the best idea. Good call on IZEA. Looks like they came out with news about 7 minutes ago here at 10:31. Announces Pulse integration with Microsoft Teams. $40 million shares outstanding, 65 million market cap. This is actually a pretty nice breakout pullback, I gotta say. Around 143, holds this area. Holds it really nice, actually. IZEA is clearly trending up here. %20 move so far. Is something you got out of because it wasn't working out, or feel better at day trading? I don't know. It's a tough thing to answer. I feel like I just didn't really give it that much thought. I was already day trading at the time, and it was kind of my main focus. And then, options is something that you occasionally just try out. And I was like, yeah, this could be really interesting if you just dedicate enough time to it. I just didn't really have that time to dedicate to it. So maybe it's something to look back into at one point. But for now, I generally enjoy trading the spot price. It's really good fun. Recommendations for long-term trading or buying. I don't know, guys. We can talk about some long-terms this evening when I do the recap video. So if you're new, definitely don't forget to subscribe. I think, honestly, talking about some long-terms is going to be a bit more interesting today because there's a few trades I want to review for sure, but overall, it's just not the most interesting trading day. It might get much more interesting at one point, but so far, the gap and go strategy today was just not a hot strategy. I studied finance at Pace University in New York City. Wow, sweet move on IZEA. Great call on this one. Oy, 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 oy. Well, it's a bit of a slow day, but that doesn't mean you guys can get away from not dropping a like, guys. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the live trades, if you enjoy the community, if you found something useful today, if you learned something, don't forget to drop a like, guys. It really, really helps support the channel. I really appreciate it as well. Honestly, we might just wrap up pretty soon here because I feel like this is the point of the day where I like button smash. Thanks, man. I get around. Yeah, a little bit for sure. There was a few years where I was just in a different country like every month. It was kind of insane. I even lived in Poland for a while, like just so weird. Thanks, Matt and Phil. Really? So that's so funny. Pace University. That is a funny college. I gotta say, when I went there, I had a good chuckle. It's just it's a funny place to be. Really expensive though. The cafeteria is way overpriced. Am I a fugitive? I hope not. You never know these days what kind of rules you're breaking. Quadruple bottom on MYOS. Oh boy, that sounds like a FOMO thing to say. BFRA up 200%. We'll have to check that one out. Yeah, I gotta say, MYOS, man, I've been looking at this zone quite a lot myself. I just don't think I'm gonna trade it. I feel like the one time I try to trade this one, it's gonna fall through. Yeah, Blake, man, happy you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today, I think you're gonna love the other days because today was probably one of the more disappointing kind of opens we've had in quite some time. There was some good trades to be made. I want to review one specific one in the recap video, but yeah, probably focusing on some swings instead. It's going to be more the focus. Yeah, it could be good fun, David. It just, yeah, at one point you're like, "Whoa, I need to have a little bit more foundation underneath me," but it's good fun for some time. So in September, guys, we're going to be a month in Portugal. Hopefully we don't end up in quarantine, but you guys are going to be seeing the streams from Portugal. I already made sure that Airbnb sent me a screenshot of the Wi-Fi speed. I was like, there's no way I'm going if the Wi-Fi is slow. So, okay, have you ever went to a hotel and they're like, yeah, we have Wi-Fi. You get there and it's like 1 megabyte a second. You're like, no, you don't have Wi-Fi. This like doesn't even load anything. This is fake Wi-Fi, fake news. BFRA. Okay, let's check it out here. I'm getting super distracted. I'm definitely done. At this point in time, I just start making mistakes. BFRA looks like it was halted. Oh man, guys, be careful with this. This just looks like a giant candle of reckless decisions in my eyes. This looks like an all-time high though. BFRA, why is it up so much? I don't see any news on this. This could be a giant short squeeze. I have no idea what's going on here. There's no volume on this. Watch out, BFRA has 0 volume. This could be literally one trader. Terrifying stuff. I would totally avoid it. You didn't miss anything. It was good to miss that. Why are you going? I'm going for a surf trip. We're going to a place called Piche or Peniche or something. It's right on the water near Lisbon and right on the beach. I'm just gonna be surfing for a little bit. But we're gonna be streaming every day. No worries. Yeah, Corey, I totally agree. BFRA guys, I just like don't trade it. I don't know. Do what you guys want to do, but I wouldn't trade it. Fake new Wi-Fi. Yeah, Jared, exactly. The campground promised Wi-Fi. Smokey lied. Yeah. It's just, man, Wi-Fi is it's a bit of a love-hate thing, huh? It's like it's amazing when you're somewhere and you don't need it and it's not there. It's like, wow, really some good downtime. But if you need it and it's not there, it's just really annoying. Yeah, calm down. That's super true. The Canadian government, I was reading a lot of the catalysts this morning, and I was surprised. There's a few Canadian biotechs, US biotechs as well, that just got a bunch of Canadian money for coronavirus research. It all seemed a little bit crazy. Yeah, Jared, that's a really good point. I think Starlink, I totally feel the same. I'd be one of their first clients. I feel like I hope he understands it, but I feel like just companies in general don't understand that, like Wi-Fi companies or telecom companies like T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, you name it. I don't think they realize that there's probably a lot of people out there that would gladly spend $100 a month just to have unlimited good Wi-Fi everywhere. I would probably spend 200 a month actually. Probably, yeah. I'd probably even spend more than that. It's just like especially when you're traveling and you just are constantly fighting for Wi-Fi and reception. It's the worst thing in the world. It ruins all the fun. Private investor invest. I would easily spend 200. Yeah, I totally feel you. You can sign up for Starlink today. Yeah, especially when your work depends on it for sure. I would, yeah, 200, no question. I have this unlimited plan from T-Mobile. The problem is it pretty much doesn't work anywhere. In the middle of the city, it doesn't work. You know, it's like unlimited of nothing is still nothing. You can sign up for Starlink today. I actually did not know that. Let me actually check that out. Starlink. Man, I really hope Elon disrupts the whole internet Wi-Fi world. All right, I'm going to enter my email address right here. alex@tradejournal.co. Service address. I'm going to put my Florida address. Nice. I sign up for alerts. High-speed internet across the globe. Woo! And this is really turning me on right now. Less mass, more compact. Wow, this is some pretty heavy stuff here. Yeah, if you guys haven't been to the Starlink site, man, check it out. It's pretty sweet, I gotta say. Good call on that, Jared. How much do I pay for my investors on a monthly basis? No, I don't have a fund for investors at the moment, I should say. Michael's getting it good right now. Yeah, calm down. That's a valid point. That's a super valid point. I think that's why I get a bit of joy out of coding Trade Journal, because I'd be like, Elon Musk would be proud of me coding something. Yeah, he definitely does not like that, the fact that most Ivy League kids and whatnot, go into finance and they go into these kind of industries that might not be the best for, I don't know, industry or innovation or something like that. Although I got to say, a lot of finance companies like Renaissance Technology, they dump so much money into computer research and AI development. So, like I don't know, you can't. No. It's kind of like the whole, like, people hate on the porn industry, but then at the same time, what porn has done for like online billing processing and all that stuff is just, and they're at the forefront of a lot of the progress on the internet in the early days. So it's like, even if you don't like the industry, sometimes they invest a lot of money into good things. They're at the forefront. Internet, yeah, yeah, for sure. It is what it is. I remember when I learned about it, I was pretty shocked. The first time I heard about it was after I watched the movie Middleman. I was like, what? All this was created for that? All right, guys, we really need to wrap up here before I start going crazy. Who knows what I'm going to keep talking about here in a second. IEA, just watching this one out of the corner of my eyes. Really nothing too interesting I see here at the moment. Um, I don't know. What are you guys trading? I love this stocks chat room. Nice. Maybe IEA is going to actually have a reversal at one point. Oof, SRNE, guys. Literally just broke some support here. You know what we can do right now, actually, before we wrap up, which we're going to do in a few minutes, is if we go to the current account, which actually looks like I'm holding a lot of stocks. I'm actually not holding any of these. These are all just limit orders. For example, on, I don't know, let's just pick one, BLNK. I'm not holding this one. I just have a limit order out, which I should probably remove. Who knows when I placed this? It was a long time ago. These are all limit orders. What I wanted to do is I wanted to go to the challenge account and then just kind of, we could talk about this for a little bit here as well. AAL, very interesting move. I really like the fact that we're holding our highs here a little bit. We're having a nice little retest here in this area. Bigger volume finally came in on this move. Not too bad. Small volume on the crack. That's good. Looking for that move over 12. Maybe we're going to finally get it. AAL is actually the one ticker I am holding. I'm pretty much back at break even on this one. I've been holding this thing for so long, I feel like. I usually, well, okay, it is my my swing account. So obviously this account I hold longer, but where are my trades? Why are my trades not showing up? This is annoying. TOS, why do you do this to us? Show trades, show orders. Yeah, okay, well, they're not showing up right now. Oh well, maybe they'll show up a little bit later. Let's quickly go through the list. AMD, huge rally here. Looking for this, the reason I only have one share here at 70 is just so it's on my current account watch list. I know it's a little bit ridiculous. You guys can make fun of me later, but I should really add another scanner here. So let me just watch list. Indicators, personal, no, personal, where is it? Swings, hold on. I gotta clean this up. This is a giant mess here. Where are my swing trades? Hold on, investments. I could put in. Growth swings. I think it is the growth swings. All right, and then I basically just need to switch this thing up. Oh man, I really don't want to do this right now. Here, I'll just do this before we wrap up here. Might as well. All right, let's quickly get rid of everything we don't need. We need last. We don't need any of this stuff. Okay, so what else we need? We need percent change. No, mark percent change. That gives the pre-market as well. We want dollar volume is actually not as important for these large caps, but whatever. I'll throw it in there just for fun. And then mark. Where's that market cap? Market cap. Where is it? Market cap. Is that actually it? And then one more shares. This is also probably not as important on one of these larger companies. So we have symbol, we have last, we have market percent change, mark percent change, we have dollar volume, we have market cap, and then we have shares. Nice, everything is looking good. So let's actually make this one. Gap scanner. Where is my gap scanner? Come on. Well, when you do this near the end of the day, your brain is pretty much just melted. Okay, so we have this one here now for that. Mark last. Okay, gap scanner. We're going to change this to small cap movers. Mark is a percent change, mark percent change. Last is the last dollar being the last, oh my God, is the last price that was traded. Whew. What was I saying here? Small cap movers after the market opens. Small cap movers after the market opens. And we'll switch small cap movers to former gappers, which honestly, I don't really use former gappers that much, so I might even get rid of that one at one point. Former gappers. What I really don't like about this is I can't just move this up and down, which I found really annoying. It looks like you can, but you can't. It would change so much time. So we have a gap scanner, we have our small cap movers. That's basically right now. That's basically everything we're trading now. We have former gappers, which were former runners. We have Former gappers, again, which we're going to actually change to current account positions, which you guys can see here. And then we're going to change the percent change. This actually needs to be changed. Percent change. Mark. And let's change that dollar volume. Last. Nice, Tan. Yeah, at some points you just need to wrap up, and today was really the day to wrap up. So definitely a good idea, understanding that and just walking away. I'm also wrapping up here in a second, just kind of messing around a little bit with these things, letting the chat room go a little bit because it's kind of fun to see what you guys are always writing. Yeah, sorry about the stream, guys. It really doesn't look like I can control that. Michael, I see you posting some interesting links in here. I'm not sure if I can allow that link because that might be against YouTube rules. Otherwise, I would. No worries, Michael. No worries. All good. Current account. Okay, so it looks like we're all good here. Let me just switch this to growth. Where's that? Growth swings. I'm not even sure if I like that. I got to clean up the names of these things. Like small cap gappers, like cap movers, that is way too long. I should just call that gappers aftermarket and then gappers pre-market. That would be way easier. And then gappers former and then swings. That would probably be much easier. Yeah, I'll probably tighten all this up. And then you want to obviously change this. Okay, so we have our indices. We have our current account, and what is more important is actually our right here, our growth swing. So these are some of the swing trades we're looking at. Obviously, I want to add is NKLA in this one? No, it's not. We have a space in this one. T. Oh, why did it just go smaller? Oh yeah, that's why. AAL, that's already in there. INTC. Is Kodak worth putting it in there? Growth swings, probably not, because Kodak had that ridiculous. Looks like they're going to be investigated by the SEC for insider trading, so not really something you want to be jumping in blindly. They didn't break the 9-minute EMA. Yeah. I don't know. Probably doesn't look too good on Kodak. Look at Sono. So actually Sono, I wanted to buy back in this kind of $15.6 area. Did kind of miss that entry. So it looks like the earnings are going to come out on Sono on the 5th, which is today, but it's going to be at 4 p.m. So Sono is going to be really interesting, guys. There he goes. So yeah, we've been holding this one since it looks like the 20th. Yeah, wow. It's actually quite a long time. I'm really looking for AAL to break above $12. AMZN, absolutely insane, 3,300. I'm surprised Amazon has not done a reverse split. I feel like that's what, I mean, not a reverse split, just a normal split. I feel like that would, like even like a 10-to-1 split. So their price would be $330. I mean, that's a really expensive stock. That's kind of crazy. So SPC, this is actually really funny. I had a limit order on this one, and you could see that we did not get filled on this limit order. And that's because if you come back here, and I didn't know this for the longest time until I called TOS complaining that my order wasn't filled. Basically, we went down here to 19.4. My limit order should have got executed, right? In theory, yes. But since trading on TOS doesn't start till 7 a.m. and this was at 4 something a.m., I did not get filled here. So that was a little bit unfortunate. But again, I do have a limit order on space. That's a good idea, Krill, as well. Yeah, Abid, that's definitely true. But Apple constantly does splits, and I don't know if they're losing any interest. So I don't know, but it's a good point to think about. Tesla holding this $1,500 very well, turning into a pennant pattern. This thing's gonna break at one point. We're kind of giving away right here. It's only a matter of time till this picks a direction and has a nice little dip ski. INTC. Yeah, I was looking for INTC to go into the 46, maybe 45 zone. We didn't get that. Was really, really close to buying it in this area. I would be taking profits, so kind of kicking myself a little bit about that one. AMD, what a ridiculous, just ticker. This thing just doesn't care. It's just flying away. I'm gonna remove all these kind of $1 alerts. They're really ridiculous. AAL, yeah, another one that just really snuck away from me. This could be a really good entry around 400, maybe even 420, but I don't know. NKLA, I totally missed the dip on this one. Had my limit order ready to go. I actually moved it down from like 27, something like that. Remove this order, but yeah, pretty nice bounce here on this area. Probably would consider trading NKLA again. ADT, actually I have a limit order on this one. Was hoping for a crack of 13 into the 12s, and then a break of 12, and then quick, pick this thing up. I do like the deal, the partnership with Google on ADT. I think this could be a really good setup. It's also just selling off with such slow volume, so I tend to like stocks that sell off with very small volume. I don't know. I'll keep my limit order here for now, but let's quickly look at them all again on the daily and see if there's anything interesting here that we didn't really pick up at first. Honestly, I might double down on my AAL position. Or buy flights instead or something. Or jets, the ETF. Yeah, here you could really see space that, this is a very key zone. So if we get a little bit bigger of a pullback here, I would love to jump on this general support zone. Look for a quick trade on this one. I wouldn't, be overly aggressive on trading this, but I do think, there's probably some 10% potential on it. Tesla's just so high. Intel Corp, that's the one I missed my great entry on. Oh. AMD, this one's full spaceship mode. I don't really like holding these long term in these areas, so I would wait for some sort of overall correction and then start filling in some bigger positions on them. Yeah, so I don't know, nothing really too interesting. OPK, what do I think about it? $7 price target on it. Q2 earnings dipped the price a little bit. $6 big resistance. This could be a bit of a crack in momentum, but it doesn't look too bad. Might have a retest of 6. I'm not sure. This move though on OPK is just really strong. I would probably look for maybe a healthy turnaround on this one. Maybe find some support, healthier pullback. This is a pretty serious move so far on OPK. I don't know much about this company. It's hard for me to say, but technical is where tremendous move, and we're up like 600% from the bottom, kind of struggling in this zone. So probably more risk than reward at this point. PFRA halted again. All right, guys, let's wrap it up here. Some really interesting patterns I want to talk about later, and where we could have put our focus in and how we could have made today a little bit more green. It's 11:11 right now, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new. I would really appreciate you joining the community. It's really good fun. I will see you guys in the recap, and I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Phew, to trade Thursday. I can't believe it's already Thursday tomorrow. Woo, time is flying. All right, guys. Ciao. Stay safe. Make some awesome trades. Don't FOMO into anything. Let's wait for maybe some nicer actions this evening. There's a really good chance that this afternoon something will maybe pop up, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Ciao.